Welcome, everybody, back to the Buds Podcast, episode 31. And, we had a good, successful first weekend in baseball, I feel like. Baseball's finally back. We're singing dingers, walk-offs, go-ahead home runs.
There's like a
Tigers
25. There's like a 25-way tie for first place in the league.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tigers are up there.
Imagine not playing 500 baseball in July. That's all I'm gonna say.
Marlins are one of the top teams, our
World Series favorites
right now. It's crazy things are happening.
Every team lost a game at least.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least there's no undefeated teams. I don't think.
I did see it was the first time in history, I think, or first time like in years that a team hasn't started off 3-0, which is crazy to think about.
Not to be like throw shade, but are the Blue Jays, are they 1-2 or 2-1?
They're 1-2.
Okay,
they should be 2-1, but they choked.
No, I was gonna say there has been exciting games. For at least the Tigers. I mean, us as fans, we've had two back-to-back go-ahead ninth innings home runs
by none other than C.J. Cron, who I've been hyping up this whole time,
and Jacoby Jones.
Yes,
another guy you've been hyping
actually
up.
just real quick, when we were just talking about the Blue Jays, Nick, how did you like the extra inning thing? Because they played extra, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean,
how
well,
awkward
they scored
was
a
it?
runoff off of the guy on second, but their bullpen sucks.
apparently the player that records the last out has to go on second base.
Yeah, that's okay. That's how I remember it as a kid.
Okay.
I just wondered if it was weird to see.
The Jays did score a run, but then Tampa got 2 runs. So
I would say because
That's
Mike
tough.
Clevinger had some strong words about it, about the.
I mean, everybody has.
He had some strong words about the guy in second.
Oh,
Saying, it was dumb and.
I mean, even though the Jays lost, I kind of like it because it just makes it go by faster.
oh, you
Yeah,
like it?
I mean, especially now with this being a shortened season, anyways, you
Makes it
don't
more
want to be playing.
exciting.
You don't want to be playing longer games. You won't be playing 20-inning games. You want to be fast.
I remember
fast-paced.
when the Blue Jays played, I think it was 19 innings. It was like 19 innings against the Indians. It was so long. And when they lost,
I
it wasn't
like
even,
that.
you didn't even feel bad. You were like, okay, it's over finally. Thank God.
I
I
like the
actually went to that game, but I didn't watch the whole thing.
I like the strategy and stuff behind it. I like those kind of.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely it gives the game more of an effect because
I hate this rule.
with the A's game against the Angels. I mean that
Mhm.
it's set up for Olsen to hit that grand slam. I think because they started the guy in second, moved up to third, got 2 other guys on base, and then Olsen was right there to just walk off the game for them. So.
Yeah.
It gives a chance to the teams. Like
I pretty much knew the Jays were gonna win it today because the Rays bullpen's just so deep. I just knew that they had no chance to win that.
yeah.
I
Now
mean,
another team.
Giles blew it, though. Giles blew it at the end.
He got injured.
But he got injured, so.
Let's say another team that's struggling that I feel like we all saw was going to struggle because they're kind of like the Brooklyn Nets of the MLB, the Nationals. They're hitting that World Series slump hard.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, their pitching's been decent except for like how we had mentioned, Scherzer was leaving everything over the plate and whatever. But
And
yeah,
Strasburg,
their
Strasburg
offense
has
is
nerve
I
issues
mean,
now.
I mean,
Their
they're missing
lineup's not
Soto.
that good.
They're missing Soto. They lost Rendon, so it was going to be a little tough anyway.
Yeah.
They have no power hitters really.
No, they have except Adam Eaton.
And they were playing. Oh no, they were playing in Washington. I was gonna say it would have been a little bit different. They were playing in New York to start it off, but
Talking about New York, possible early season MVP with Stanton. It seems like he's gonna flourish this season. I saw that he slimmed down during the break and he lost. I think they said 20 to 30 pounds, or maybe that seems like
much?
a lot. Maybe it was 15 to 20, but he lost a lot of weight and turned it into muscle over the long break they had, and they said that's gonna help him immensely during the shortened season.
I mean,
he's gonna be hitting bombs every day.
that home run that he hit today, I think. He hit one today, or was it yesterday?
Yesterday, I think.
Okay, whatever. Either one, it was destroyed. He hit it 120 miles per hour
Yeah,
on a straight line.
It was the
Like-
second. It was the second fastest that they've ever recorded, right? Off the
It was
bat.
like one of the top, yeah. But it just like I told my dad, like it reminded me of when he was in the home run derby in Miami, how
Mhm.
hard he was hitting the ball then. Like people were walking away with bruised hands and they were all swollen and stuff with how hard he was hitting the ball. If he's hitting the ball that hard again, I'm scared for defenders.
Steroids.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't
Alex
think-
Rodriguez tossed him the roids, so makes it look get some eyes on the Yankees again, so that way he can buy the Mets.
I was gonna say Cano got to him. They talked during the off season.
Mm-hmm.
Cano's hooked up a lot of people.
Yeah, Cano apparently is just dabbling his toes in everyone's water.
Cano's making his mark. I mean, veterans are supposed to make a mark somehow. And that's just how he's spreading it.
I mean, it hasn't worked for his own team right now yet. The Mets have 5 runs in 3 games. So not working there.
But I mean, they do that every year. They start off like decently, or they hit the ball and then they just go silent. Especially with Pete and a squirrel. I mean, your offense isn't going to
Pete's
be
even
much.
done anything.
I don't think
Yeah, I
so
don't think
either.
Pete's done anything.
I think Pete and Acuna have been in the same boat in that series. They should probably be both happy they're playing in different teams now.
Yeah. Now we did have a little bit of scare today. That possibly the podcast
I
may not have.
I thought we were going to save it to last, but
No,
we're gonna
I
go
mean,
right in.
I think we just got to bring it up right now because I was gonna do something else for before we end off the MLB here, but
I almost needed these really.
I mean, I'll just let you take it away.
I just want to say this. I wasn't paying attention. The Tigers game was over, and I was just sitting there, trying to become TikTok famous. And I was making a talk, and Mr. Mikey actually broke the news to me. He messages me. He said, "Sorry for JV." I was like, "Huh?" And I go to Twitter. That's the first thing I saw. I was like, "No." I just sat there in silence for a second. I was like, "What?"
He cried like a little bitch.
And
Oh,
then
God.
And then, like, as I saw more and more, I was like, there's no way. I was like, this can't be like, this isn't real. And I just started thinking the worst. And then, like, yeah, tears. I was like, it's over for him.
But okay, it's just a season. It's not like
But the thing is, it'd be this season and it'd be next year. And he's going to be turning 38.
And you guys,
Yeah,
all
I
had
acting
him
like
winning.
he's
You guys all had him
dying.
winning the
He's
Cy Young
fine.
too.
Yeah.
I did.
And I thought about that too. I mean, that was the least of the worries. But then when I thought about that, I was like, yo, I mean, like, it'd be so horrible for him to have to end like that, like, because he'd have to make the comeback and whatever. And then when he comes back to retire a Tiger, it would just be like he'd have half of his ability left. But then when Nick sent the good news that a weight was lifted off my shoulder, that he said that Justin himself said that the reports were false and that it was just his forearm and that he will need some rest and they're gonna look at it again. When I tell you I almost jumped for joy, I probably could have jumped through a ceiling, just flat off the ground. Like,
Low key, he's just dodging the Dodgers.
Yeah, I think he is.
He wouldn't-
honestly.
okay, I think he would have pitched one game because he would have been throwing today for like a bullpen to get ready for him. But I mean, who's Dodger? Who? Okay, you don't want to sit out against the Dodgers at home, especially with no fans. Like, you just go right at them. Dodgers aren't anything. I mean, there might be something on this
Actually,
series
talking
without
about
them,
the
but
Dodgers,
considering
as
that Greinke got hit around a little bit today.
as we speak, they are tied 1-1 with the Giants.
If the Giants beat them
Giants
again,
are
then-
underrated. Low key.
Giants and
Low-key
Giants and Marlins are
underrated.
going to see each other in the NLCS.
Might have to change
That
my Cy
happens.
Young pick to Johnny Cueto.
He's gonna
Okay.
carve up this next team that they play. And he's gonna
Oh.
prove everybody wrong.
The other thing that we should have brought up earlier when we were talking about them, but the Blue Jays, they officially found their new home in Buffalo, where they were rumored to go first, but then the players didn't want to play in the minor league stadium, and now this is kind of like their last resort. But they're playing at their AAA affiliate. They won't play there till the 11th because they had to do.
They had to set up the facilities and stuff.
Yeah, they had to accommodate for infrastructure upgrades to the stadium. So they won't be playing there till the 11th, and they were gonna be. I think they only play one home series.
They're playing against. Yeah, they have to play in Philadelphia as
So they have
the
to
home
play a
team.
The series tomorrow was supposed to be worse. The Jays supposed to be the home team, but now they got to play Washington.
Oh, is it Washington or I saw Philadelphia?
I
They
saw
have to play
Phillies.
two series. They have to play two series.
Washington was supposed to be the first home series, but they changed that a while ago.
Oh, so they
Washington.
did it two series.
Yeah, and now the
Right here.
Phillies.
The Blue Jays will
So-
play the home series versus the Phillies on the
Yeah.
road July 30th.
So they must have two, and they must
Yeah.
lose out on two home series then.
So I
Yeah.
mean, not that bad. At least they're gonna have a place to play, which is good. How do you feel about them playing there, Nick?
I mean, but it was really the only option now since no state wants to take a chance with the Blue Jays
Yeah.
sharing with the other team.
I mean, I guess it gives them time. I was gonna say like it's gonna be weird to watch it, but I guess it gives them time to set up for the TVs and everything there.
Yeah.
I mean,
'cause it would be
it's
weird
not, it's
quality.
not major league ready yet. So
Yeah,
And
because
at
minor
least-
league quality video is horrific.
Yeah, I've seen some minor league
It doesn't
baseball
matter.
games.
Yeah, it doesn't
Most
matter
of them
what
aren't
level.
even on TV to begin with, and the ones that are
It's like
pretty
on local
crappy
TV in the
quality.
city that they're
Yeah.
in, but like
It's like on
It-
my TV 30.
yeah, I don't know why they do it because it's like watching it in 240p. I don't know how they managed to do it, but it's been the same. It's been the same quality for years. They like try to post highlights. Yeah, they try to post highlights and stuff, and you can't even see what's happening.
I don't.
Well,
It's just
Like,
a bunch of commentators yelling.
But like Loki, the Jays could do good in Buffalo because most of their lineup has experience playing there already.
True, and I feel like minor league stadiums are a little bit hitter friendly.
Nick said it's the same dimensions as Rogers.
It is.
Well, Rogers
yeah,
is already
yeah.
a hitter-friendly park, really.
So I
Yeah.
mean,
So
I mean, but didn't Nick? Didn't you say that some of the players were saying they didn't want to go to Buffalo, like they didn't want to play in a minor league park because they were in the major leagues?
Yeah, because the facilities there are like not major league level.
well, they can't find anything else to do.
Yeah,
so I guess they're
that's
fixing
what they're gonna
that.
have to do.
I mean,
But
they're from
they
a
have no
different country,
choice.
so
You can't say that.
I mean,
No,
they have no
but-
choice to play her now. So
it that should be an interesting like dimension adding to the season. Now that there's gonna be a minor league stadium involved. And I think the last thing I wanted to mention was who's your guys' like FanDuel? I'm gonna go with Nick and Mort here. Who's your guys' FanDuel pick for the day? Your top pick, your top player for the day.
like
Wait, we're just putting me on
who
the
did the
spot
best?
like that?
Numero
yeah,
for-
who
wait,
did the
for the
best like for
games-
today? Like,
Yeah,
or,
for
like
for
when this
when-
episode goes up.
For Wednesday, I don't even know what to Wednesday. Wednesday, July 27th. Or Monday.
Today.
So-
Monday.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's Monday.
Monday, July 27th. Who's your
So
What the hell is
who
happening?
did good for us on Sunday, or who we're picking
No,
for
for-
Monday?
No,
for the
I
games
wanna know
coming
who's your
for
pick for the
tomorrow,
day
whatever.
on
Oh.
on Monday.
I mean, you just put me on the spot.
I
I mean, you put that.
I mean, I
on
have
the
a
spot.
lineup, but
I haven't even looked at it yet. To be
Give me your
honest.
one pick for the day. Your secure pick. Like the
who,
guy
who
you
like
want,
we know they're gonna do something.
yeah, you know they're gonna get you points.
I mean, I need to look at this real quick.
I mean, I don't want to curse him, but I already made the lineup, and it's CJ Crone
CJ Crone, okay.
going against the Royals.
Okay.
He's going against Mike Montgomery.
He-
But if I wanted to curse somebody and say that, I'd say Yelich or Moncada. If we're gonna curse
Okay.
somebody,
okay.
Yeah,
Nick?
low key, Michael Brantley maybe.
Michael
yeah, I was
Brown.
also gonna say him, but I didn't want to curse him
I
either.
don't know. I have to like look at it tomorrow, really. But
I have him also.
I mean, I just wanted to put you guys on the spot there a little bit, see what you could stir up there.
I mean, I can tweet mine tomorrow. I mean,
Yeah, I
if
was
Nick
gonna
ever
say,
gets it in
release the
time.
lineups tomorrow.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys should I think because we talked about it on Friday, but on the buds tweet out your guys' two lineups and
Not trying to flex, but I've cashed the last 3 nights.
I have 2 out of the 3.
okay. So right now Nick's
We
winning.
got a winning record.
Mm-hmm.
So I think moving on because other than those couple of things that happened in the MLB, it's been just a steady weekend. Not really too any exciting things have happened.
Before we change the MLB topic,
Okay.
I just want to point out, I want to give a shout out. He'll never see this, but shout out to my man who got to manage major league team for the first time today.
He
Are
did.
we talking about Donnie Kelly,
Wait, is
baby?
that why
Don-
that why they lost?
Don got to manage the Pirates today because their manager got ejected, and I want to say the fourth inning.
Forgot he's on the Pirates.
The video was so funny.
How do you get ejected?
If anybody ever gets to see, I mean, I'm sure you've seen the video by now if you're watching this video. The Chris Shelton got ejected, and he ran out to argue with the umpire and had to throw a mask on real quick before he got out on the field. And the umpire also had to reach into his pocket and put a mask on. And they yelled at each other from 6 feet apart. It was the most awkward thing, but it was so funny, and it just allowed Don to become the manager for the day.
Yeah, I actually forgot he was on the Pirates. That's
I
why.
have to watch it. Wait,
He's
is he
chilling
their bench
as
coach right now?
Yeah, he's the bench coach.
I have to watch it after the we're done recording.
I retweeted it, and I said it was like the funniest thing I've seen in a while. Also, the Pirates won in his managerial debut. It was 5-1.
For what inning did he come in?
It was like the fourth, I think. Something like that.
Okay. So he
Managed them to
success.
success against the Cardinals, against the favorites here.
Okay.
That's all you can
some
really
good
ask
news
for.
there. Good news to end off the MLB segment.
I didn't even plan on that. I just remembered I was wearing the shirt.
All right. So then moving on to the NBA bubble, Orlando. Some crazy things happened down there. We had a man leave the bubble to go to a strip club.
We had a meatball
said
return.
Said he was going to Atlanta for personal matters. Ended up
It's
saying,
personal.
Yeah, he said he was going to the gentleman's club. He said he was going there to get quote unquote food
He's going there to eat, yeah.
to eat, and he just ended up staying for a little bit.
He ended up
hanging
eating,
out.
eating extra.
I mean, when you're
You
stuck in
know?
that bubble and you got no girls with you,
And
you
Lou
gotta,
Will's
you gotta get some
notorious.
excitement.
Lou Will's notorious for having girls dripping off of him.
Yeah, but it was
sure.
Lou Williams, and he was investigated by the NBA. He was sat in a room and questioned by NBA security for I think an hour or so, asking about what happened, everything that went down.
If we're
And
being honest, he probably had to take some more other kind of tests just in case.
probably.
if
And
we're
then
being honest
he's
here.
now quarantined for 10 days. He will miss the 2 first what they're calling seeding games. So he'll his first game will be on August 4th now. So he'll miss those first 2 games.
They're pretty much a lock for the second seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
I mean,
Second
unless
or third.
Jokic and Bobo and the Nuggets pull up, but
They can win
that
without him.
moves right into the next topic.
mhm.
Bobo, like man,
Is it-
7'2" and starting at small forward for the
and doing
Nuggets.
amazing.
Like,
Did you guys see
cheese
that?
with that lineup?
Did you guys see the tweet that I sent of JJ Redick?
yeah,
I forgot who it was, tweeted at JJ Redick, and they're like, "How would you feel to get stuffed by Bobo? Like, what were you thinking?" He goes, "I was thinking, how in the world did he block me on that?" Because
No,
he came out of nowhere.
I wanted to because we were talking about that the other night. You were like, "Well, if they run a big lineup,
Yeah,
then,
you and I were talking about it yesterday.
the
or
big
whatever.
men can't guard the guards," and I was like, "Well, yeah, you just have Bobo out there with his 7'8" wingspan, and he'll jump from like halfway across the court and block them."
Yeah,
and then
we
like
were-
that night it happened.
We were
It's hard
talking
to shoot
about-
over that.
We were talking about Bobo and Jokic trying to keep up with guards, and I guess Bobo just said, "Nah, I'm gonna use my slender man arms."
Bobo Jokic, the best backcourt apparently.
Apparently, because
I
I guess
mean-
Gary Harris and Jamal Murray are a thing of the past. They're just cheerleaders at this point.
I mean, you run a lineup of Jokic at the 1, Jamal Murray at the 2, Bobo at the 3,
Who is their center?
Mason Plumlee.
Plumlee, which he's a serviceable center, and then
They just have no bench then. I still have yet
No.
to see who comes off the bench for them though.
Paul Millsap, and then you have
Is Gary Harris coming off the bench at that point then?
Will Barton, and then Michael Porter Jr.
With the big guys.
But still, I mean,
Because
you got decent bench.
I mean,
Oh,
because
and
if we're being honest, I'm putting Jamal Murray on the bench and starting Gary Harris because
For Will
Jamal,
Barton.
but Jamal's there too. I mean, Gary Harris is there too.
I know,
You
but have
can't
your bench
bench
be
Jamal.
strong. Have your bench be
Yeah.
strong with Jamal.
But I'm
Murray.
saying I'd bench Jamal because like low-key like a ball hog, or like he has the ball a lot of the times. If you having Jokic run point, there's no point having
Jokic's probably a
Jamal
better
Murray, too.
passer than him.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just
Jokic
saying, like
almost had a
Jamal Murray's got the ball 90% of the time. If Jokic is trying to run point, it's not going to happen.
Jokic
Jamal's not
almost
going
had a
to.
triple double in 20 minutes. He had like 11 points, 9 rebounds and 11 assists.
Jamal's not going to be willing to be a catch and shoot guy. I don't think.
Oh, but
Maybe
that
he will.
Nuggets team, it's definitely something to be scared of.
Oh yeah.
And another
I just
team,
lost focus.
you good, buddy? Okay.
I lost focus on myself.
Another team we were talking about right before we record this, a very defensive, scary team that that kind of snuck up on everybody. But
And then we
everyone
just,
knew they were-
as we were just saying the names, I
yeah,
was like, wait,
everyone
what?
knew they were a good defensive team, but now since they're making changes, the 76ers moving Ben Simmons to power forward officially,
Which they should have.
Jake Milton
done.
at point guard, Josh Richardson at the 2, Tobias at the 3, like I said, Ben at the 4, and then Embiid at the 5 with Al Horford, Matisse Thybulle, who else you got on
What
that
should we
bench?
say? I don't even remember who we said.
Oh, I forget who their backup.
Alec
Alec
Burks.
Oh yeah, we have
With
Alex Burks.
as a shooter, and then you have the one foreign guy. Can't think.
Kirk-
of his
Kork-
name.
Korkmaz.
Yeah, Korkmaz. A good team there.
And also we can't forget my boy Kyle O'Quinn holding it down at the end of the bench.
And you got Glenn Robinson III. He's there now too. They got a good team.
Because the reason why this happened is because we were talking about that, and I said, wait, imagine like Shake Milton or Richardson at point guard with Thybulle at shooting guard, Tobias at small forward, Ben at power forward, and Embiid at center. Like, you're not scoring against them.
The only thing is they don't really have many shooters on that team.
But Richardson can shoot, kind of. Thybulle can shoot. Tobias. It's just Tobias, I feel like, chooses not to shoot.
Oh, and something I saw is apparently
Burks can
during
shoot.
Corona and everything, Ben Simmons worked with a sports psychologist
Mhm.
on being more comfortable with shooting the 3 ball.
You should have heard our conversation about this yesterday, because I remember we talked about this.
No, and they were like, there's a video, and there's a guy that he tracked, and he's been working with Ben Simmons every day, and they put like gloves on him, and they were making him shoot the 3 ball, and it was an awkward situation, but it looks like he's hitting them.
It was apparently some magic gloves that told him to shoot the ball. We were like joking, like the gloves are talking to him, telling him to shoot the ball, he can make it and stuff.
And then in one of the exhibition games, he actually hit
Hit a 3, I think.
Yeah, he hit a 3, but it was like a pull up 3 basically.
Oh yeah, he walked into it.
Yeah.
Because I had said before how I saw the videos of him like taking the floaters from just outside the free throw line, like that's how far he was gonna go. Now that he's got magic gloves, watch out.
So I mean, you actually might have a deadly team. The Sixers.
Will he be shooting though in the playoffs though?
No.
Maybe.
Embiid
can make 3s too.
I was gonna say realistically, you put Embiid and Tobias up.
Though.
You put Embiid and Tobias in the corners and let Ben go in.
Yeah, let Ben run the middle there, and then you have Richardson and Shake at the
or Matisse or anybody.
Yeah,
really.
I mean, you got a good team there. Them and the Heat are big sleepers in the East to make some noise.
I know Nick is gonna feel a little different there, but I mean, as I keep seeing them though, they keep changing my mind.
Yeah, Nick, how do you feel? How do you think the Raptors are gonna fare?
So far, they're 2-0 in the scrimmage games.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
We got more. We got you putting your hand.
I'm
up
still
there.
not focused. It's triggering me.
But yeah, the exhibition games have been pretty interesting to watch when you catch a game. You got LeBron out there. He's been going pretty hard the games he's played. He's going like full speed, like there's nothing.
So was Caruso until he fouled out in 12 minutes.
Did the Lakers lose their last game?
I think so.
Yeah,
AD also got poked in the eye.
Yeah, it was versus the Mavs, right?
I've seen that Dion Waiters actually looks pretty good.
Waiters Island's been shooting the ball. JR's highlights so
looks
far.
Pretty good too.
I showed Andrew this video of like LeBron to JR yesterday, and then he floated one a lob to Dwight or JaVale, one of the two.
It was JaVale,
Yeah, he did like no look or something.
Yeah, it was like JR was the playmaker LeBron's been waiting for.
I mean, the meme
put him at point guard.
The meme squad is
if he
in
could
full
defend
effect.
a point guard, that'd be great. But
the meme squad is in full effect. All they need is Lance Stevenson back down there.
that's what I mean. They
They're
should have
probably
kept
working
him.
on it.
Or Beasley. Yo, I mean, Lance Stevenson is out there because he played in China. I'm surprised he
that's
didn't come
what I'm
back.
saying.
I'm surprised he wasn't like
was it
being
a
a
god in
Nets.
the Chinese league?
I think so. I think he was an early MVP candidate. I don't know how he ever finished, but I'm surprised the Nets or somebody didn't contact him, unless they didn't want to because he was overseas or something,
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
And they got Beasley instead.
and he couldn't even play.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think there's really much that else that's going on. Games start this week actually on Thursday. Just like the MLB, we're going to be recording while games are going on. For opening.
A lot of this right there, looking over to the side.
Looking up. Well, no, I mean the first game will be. When was the first game start?
I think it's a day game. It's like
no, it's
4 or
they're all
something.
night.
Was
really?
it like
Or-
7?
Yeah, it'd be 7 because then the other one's at 10.
It's like Jazz Pelicans.
Okay, yeah. So Jazz Pelicans 6:30, and then Clippers Lakers will be like right when we're starting recording there at 9. So
We could have a live reaction to that.
live reaction to that game right there. Yeah, and then we can give our kind of recap of how the Jazz Pelicans game went. So that'll be fun there, just like our MLB.
We'll be
It'll
talking
be-
about the Pelicans were overhyped again.
The number 1 starting 5 according to Bleacher Report.
And I know Zion returned to the bubble. He had left due to personal issues, like family issues, and he's returned. I don't know if he'll be eligible to play.
I'm sure
yet.
they'll change the rules to make him play. They have to have him on TV.
More than likely, Zion is going to play
They'll probably
that
give him
game.
more food.
Gumbo.
So that'll be interesting to watch there. So that'll be our Thursday video, probably an all NBA video like we did all MLB video. Do some breakdowns, maybe of who we have in the final or who we have in the playoffs and everything like that. Final little playoff prediction from us. So look out for that. So then moving on to not our final topic, because for our final topic I got
You got a surprise one?
I got a surprise one for us.
Oh gosh.
But moving on to the NFL, the full teams are returning to the facilities today, and they have to test negative 2 times. So the Chiefs were the first team to come back because they are one of the first teams playing in the NFL. They're playing against the Texans opening night on Thursday. So they return today. Nick, how many people did you say tested positive though?
Well, I saw that the other day 12 rookies tested positive.
Okay, yeah, and rookies were the first people to report. So
Because they were the
They
ones out
updated
throwing
it today.
parties. They were the ones out throwing parties
They
going
got
crazy.
the new paycheck. They went out.
yeah, they got that first paycheck and they were out popping bottles and smoking stogies.
Whoa.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
Not against the NFL. What was it? The NFL.
Well, considering it's
Collective
a
bargaining
cigar,
agreement.
I don't think it's against any of them.
Yeah, cigars aren't against anything, Ben.
You know, hey, okay. You never know.
But yeah, they have to go through 2 negatives to even be able to enter the facility. So that's at least a 2 to 3 day waiting period. And something else that is coming up, like with everything going on, is the NFL is considering having quarterbacks be quarantined. That they don't come to the facility, they stay home, do all their practice at home, do virtual meetings and stuff.
I don't think they would like that, especially like Tom Brady. He wouldn't like.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
gotta work with the receiver.
Yeah,
I know.
especially
exactly.
the ones that change teams like Tom Brady or any other ones.
It's going to be I think it's going to be very difficult to keep quarterbacks at home. Unlike, I know Russell Wilson was a big guy that was saying like he was a very vocal person saying, oh, we need to be more careful because he is in a different situation because his wife did just have a kid. But so that's where it gets a little bit, we just went dark down there in the corner.
I was trying to see if it would fix it, the focus. It's really triggering me, but
No, but yeah, he was one of the guys that was like kind of against or he wanted more protocols to be up there, so they could do more to be to be safe and stuff. Now we're very bright. Can't hear you, buddy. And Ben just
yeah, you weren't supposed to hear me.
We are falling apart yet again. No,
The daily
but
downfall.
I think that's really all in the NFL. There wasn't really much more that is happening at all, except just
The trade.
Oh yeah, the trade. I think we will talk about this. Joe's not here, but we'll let him
Yeah.
comment.
As I told Andrew right as it happened, it wasn't to the Cowboys, so I don't care.
We'll let him comment on Thursday video before we start the NBA talk, or maybe at the end of the video. Jamal Adams, after a month later, after he requested a trade from the Jets after a year dispute with them, basically, he was traded to the Seattle Seahawks for a 2 first-round picks, a third-round pick, and Bradley McDougall, kind of low-rated safety.
It's underrated though.
He's
Apparently.
underrated.
I mean,
As I told Andrew.
I'm not gonna bash him. He is a good safety, not the best in the league, a serviceable safety though. So maybe he'll be able to make a career in New York. Probably not. Most people don't, but just like Detroit.
I just don't know how. I know he wanted to leave, so like they got 2 first-round picks, but I don't know how Jets fans think they kind of won that trade.
You
Those
don't
first-round
win it.
picks are going to be late picks.
You don't win it until those picks are made.
Yeah, unless they get steals, then Jamal falls off.
I thought they were just saying that they won it because they don't have him on the team anymore. It's the whole reason like the Vikings when they traded Stephon Diggs, they're like, oh, he's trash. He's off the team finally.
It's the
I
same
feel like that's
situation.
what it is, basically. And then right after the trade, Le'Veon Bell kind of took a couple shots at Jamal. He was like the man that was hooting and hollering on Twitter, wanting me to come to the team, making moves for me to come to the team, and then cries like a baby and leaves a year after that. And he was like saying all
He
that.
saw how Le'Veon Bell played last year.
And then Jamal tweeted at him. He said, "See you week 9 or whatever week they play them."
I mean, like I said, imagine letting somebody talk you into going to the Jets. Again, I'm not an NFL fan, but imagine just letting somebody do that to you, especially somebody of Le'Veon Bell's
Come
never
on.
mind. I can't say anything about him because I can't even say the word I want to say. Caliber. There we go.
Caliber. Yep.
So.
No, but that's definitely an interesting. Probably. Oh, Bubba's back. Definitely the best storyline we've had from the NFL, other than the Pat Mahomes and all that other stuff. So, nothing really there. We'll let Joe comment on it since he's a Jets fan. I feel like he has strong words about it. He thinks the Jets won that deal by a landslide.
Underrated. Oh, frozen again.
We'll let him address that on Friday's podcast. But last but not least, I haven't talked about it in a long time.
Oh, it froze again, dog.
The KBO. KBO led this channel to what it is now. Has fans. Fans can return to games. They
can't eat.
One stipulation.
They can't eat.
They can't drink beer or eat chicken. So you can return to games.
Come on, guys.
Wait, they can only not eat chicken?
Can't eat chicken.
That's the only thing.
Don't even think about eating chicken.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna hold back other comments.
Yeah,
You can't say that.
I know what you're thinking.
But
I know what you're thinking.
But
you can't say it.
Just know they can't eat in their seats. What they choose to eat isn't up to me or anybody else. They just can't eat in their seats.
They won't eat chickens, but never mind.
They won't be eating any chicken fingers at ballparks. Oh, we're frozen again.
Oh my god.
Should we talk about the KBO stats?
Yes, I actually did.
The Triple Crown winner right now so far, Mel Rojas Jr.
Yes, can we?
Currently leads the league in
ahead.
average home runs and RBIs.
He went off.
I don't think he was in any of those top 5s last time we talked about KBO.
No, he was not.
He came out of nowhere.
I did not hear his name until yesterday when Andrew had mentioned him.
He was we did not mention him at all. Like whenever we would talk about anything, we did not mention him at all. He was low on all those lists. And now he's obviously one of the top. I'm gonna pull up his stats here.
The only thing is his team's in 7th place. That's the only problem.
Yeah, so that's where He might.
Oh, if it's anything like the Major League or like American, it's fine. It doesn't matter where his team finishes.
Our boy Preston Tucker.
As we freeze again. If anybody's seen this in the video, you know, the video people, they're just gonna see some pauses. Things are happening, dog. You can go ahead. Oh, did it again. It's getting tough out here.
They're second in the standings with NC still at 44-20, and they have 2 draws. So didn't know that was a thing, but they have 2 ties. I think we discussed that last time.
I think we had.
And I think I know we talked about this before the video, but probably next Monday's video will be our KBO midseason award picks. I want to.
Thought we forgot it. Forgot. As it pauses again.
I think they're about 5. I think they're about 5 games. 5 games to midseason. So we'll make those picks for you guys, and we'll maybe make some predictions of the playoffs. I don't know for sure, but
Get crazy.
yeah, we go crazy on it. I think we decided we'll give our MVP, our Cy Young. I don't really know if we can give Rookie of the Year, but because I don't know how we would do that.
I mean, it wouldn't go to Preston anyway.
I don't know if he's rookie there. think
I would
he's played
assume
there.
he is. If not, then we'll still give it to him.
And
We'll give it to
then,
Warwick.
I think another thing I wanted to do was best American player and best Korean player. I also wanted to do that.
I
Okay.
mean, the American one's probably easy.
It's
Well, yeah.
Warwick, even though he's Australian. Another pause.
American player is probably probably the MVP too. Just saying.
Oh, wow.
I think that's all we got for the video. Unless you guys got anything to say
Nope.
to end it off here.
Head on out.
Okay, so yeah, we'll see you on A&M. Actually, I think it's gonna be a pretty exciting video on Wednesday. Feel as though we
What's
got
happening this time?
It could be. I mean, you never really know what's gonna happen on that.
Yeah, you
show.
never really know. It kind of just happens in the moment.
It just goes. Things happen.
But yeah, we'll have that on Wednesday. Big episode on Friday when NBA is finally back. Live games count finally. And then we got Nick and Joe's film room on Saturday. Have no idea what it's gonna be. Have some hunches of who it might be. Somebody we may have talked about today.
Some
New
garbage
Jet.
cans.
A new Jet.
I have no idea who the dude is.
Yeah, I don't know much about him. I'm gonna be honest with you, but Nick might figure out a lot about him.
Yeah.
But I think that's all we got for you guys. So, I was gonna say we're finally at 60 subscribers. I don't know how we made it there, but we made it to 60 subscribers.
Took us over a week since we last talked about it.
After the wall of 58 for a month and a half, we finally broke down the wall and tore through to 60.
So yeah, thank you guys for 60 subscribers. Help us get to 70 over the next month.
By the end
Oh,
of
two?
July.
Yeah, if you
Okay.
guys like the video, drop a like. If you like what we're posting here, drop subscribe, turn the notifications on, and we'll see you on Friday for the next Bud podcast. See you guys next time.